What? What? Hey, nigga. Are you smoking out that weed, man? You need to get it together, man.
It's called vapes, man. It ain't no smoke,
Get it
baby. There's no
together.
carcinogens. It's just simply changing liquid into steam, y'all. You know what it is. Savage AF, Black Pedro.
Bang.
Comedian Shang in the building, y'all. We're here for you Monday through Friday, live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
Mondays and Fridays. Okay,
Yes.
Monday and Friday. Typically, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically, we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you miss us live, Shang, there's a YouTube page they can go to, right?
I don't know. I think you should put the YouTube page up there while I let them know. Listen, if you don't go to the YouTube page and subscribe to that fucking channel, if you don't do it, you know what's going to happen? You know what? Everywhere you go, people going to say, who is that person that smells like shit? It's going to be you. Everywhere you go, shitty people. All the people in the
crust
feed.
Butt. That's what they're going to call you. Crust butt.
Shit ass. Listen, subscribe to. In fact, you know what? I'm going to show y'all what y'all need to do.
Give them the grab.
And ring the motherfucking bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Okay, I just threw that in there. I don't know why. But listen, you need to do that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. And also, we have a podcast version of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio. And here we go, baby. Okay.
SoundCloud, yeah.
I know it. Yeah, that was nigga. That was beautiful.
I reached deep inside myself.
You know what? I don't usually cry to motherfuckers, men singing. I don't do that. I watched Kevin Hart's Netflix movie and I cried a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it made me cry a little bit, but make sure you subscribe. I ain't gonna cry. Make sure you subscribe. Bam. See that? Boom. Bam. Boom. Pow. Oh.
Speaking of subscribers, we have a lot of our regulars in the building. Lady Hazel May, Sweet Wendy girl, I see you in the building. Breezy JJ's, Nicole H. Oh yeah, Stacy P. What you doing, girl?
Is this Stacy P's here? Oh shit! Yes, Stacy P. Here.
Woo! Get it. Yanni Kesar is here. That's another one we dance for. Appreciate you, brother, always showing up. Savage AF. If you're not doing it already, make sure you're following us on the Instagram as well. Oh, by the way, that YouTube URL, if you can't read it and you're just listening, youtube.com/ the letter C, like lowercase c / Savage AF World, all one word. So that's
right. And also make sure that you, if you get a chance, follow at Black Pedro. Do that. Do that for him, for his family, for his legacy, for the children, because we believe the children are our future. Teach them well.
Let them lead the way.
That's it. And also make sure you follow me at Comedian Shang on the IG. And if you don't, that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Okay.
Wow. Speaking of some bullshit.
Sure you do that.
Speaking of some bullshit, guess who's showing up? Now it's Miss Adverb got Black Pedro pregnant.
Wow.
So we've gotten to the point where we can say it openly and you've admitted it now. Because financially, I don't see that same admission.
Yeah.
Financially, I'm still holding me and the baby down. Okay. And, we're basically on grapes and sandwiches.
If you're pregnant, you're not really taking care of yourself by drinking and smoking.
Third trimester, dog. You can get some red wine in. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's true.
Third trimester.
I don't.
Third trimester.
I don't know if that's true, but make sure that you do that. Make sure you check us out. And at the end of the show, we're gonna let you know some stuff you can purchase and what we need you to do. Now we got a lot of our regulars in here, but if you do not tell your friends about it, then we ain't gonna grow. And then guess what? At least one of us is not Pedro, because Pedro's very smart. I'm gonna end up under a bridge I'm gonna be a hobo, and I'm be.
Who goes there?
Yeah.
None shall pass.
None shall pass. I need
Riddle
4
me
coins.
these 3. Yeah.
So I just really need y'all to do that for me. Okay. So what's up, Breezy JJ? You know what it is. If you don't tell 5 of your friends and they don't tell 5 of their friends, then it's like a bringer show for the internet. That's what this is, but we don't do that live. Now
Nicole H isn't my doctor, but she might be my new one. She says it's okay to drink a glass of wine. So thank you for that endorsement.
Well, she's wrong.
Just get a second opinion. Works for me. That's all I needed to hear. So that's what we do, y'all. Cheryl, I see you in the building. Why do it twice? That doesn't make sense. But it's okay. Cheryl.
You know what? You know why? Because Cheryl's wrong.
Name so good you had to do it twice.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So listen, we got to fly through this one today. Quite a bit to talk about, but we're gonna do it quick. Get your notes.
But he's gonna give you the rundown on the
Get
run
your
up
pen
right
and paper
now.
out, y'all. You know what it is, y'all. All right, so we are going to end today's show, of course, with a SHANGRY. The Right White's new slogan wasn't me. Wasn't me. Before we get into that, my Black Pedro pop in today is when I just saw somebody keeping it real ignorant this weekend, and I want to talk about that, share that with the community.
Yes.
But before we talk about that, we're going to talk about these thigh times. Yeah, and I know it sounds sexy, but really what happens is the prices of chicken wings have soared. So Wingstop is about to become Thigh Stop, nigga. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, we're going to be cracking the whip, as in Indiana governor who is cutting off the extended work benefits, and Indianans are suing him. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, this is very dear to my heart. It's a Monday, June 21st.
Did you say what?
I'm in a time machine, apparently. It's June 21st and 2021. And we're going to start off today's show with a little play ball. I'm sorry, pay ball is what I meant to say. As the Supreme Court of the United States rules against the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, and athletes will start receiving incremental increases into their as forms of compensation. Right. They're going to start receiving money. Now, this isn't around the NIL stuff, which is the name, imaging, and licensing battles that are also going on. You know, like the school makes money off of jersey sales. The school makes money off of teams that do well and individuals that do well on those teams. And those kids get none of that. But so this isn't that argument. This is simply, and, you know, surprisingly, the sort of most logical voice on the Supreme Court. By the way, this was a 9-0 decision, a unanimous decision. But Brett Kavanaugh, Crybaby, possibly teenage rapist Kavanaugh,
possibly,
said that. Well, you know, never convicted.
Never convicted.
The NCAA is not above the law. These are his words. The NCAA,
but Donald Trump is suck a dick, Kavanaugh.
Hold on. But this helps out the kids, Shang. So let's listen. The NCAA is not above the law, says Kavanaugh. The NCAA couches its arguments for not paying student athletes in innocuous labels, but the labels cannot disguise the reality. The NCAA's business model would be flatly illegal in almost any other industry in America. You know, this is not something that I would have expected necessarily Kavanaugh, you know, to say. You know, doesn't seem like that guy, but you know, this is him again, right? All of the restaurants in the region cannot come together to cut cooks' wages on the theory that customers prefer to eat food from low-paid cooks. Law firms cannot conspire to cabin lawyers' salaries in the name of providing legal services out of a love of the law. Hospitals cannot agree to cap nurses' income in order to create a purer form of helping the sick. So, I mean, when you got Brett Kavanaugh making sense about how atrocious the NCAA's business model is, I mean, we're not asking for an endorsement of Kavanaugh.
Pedro.
He did the decent thing.
He did the decent thing.
I'm surprised.
And don't get me wrong, I'm
That's
happy
how indecent he is.
I'm happy for the kids, and the kids are happy too. Woo! Yeah! Woo! We're gonna get some money.
All right, let's talk about that. Go ahead.
But the bottom line is, they're fucking happy they're getting money, but they deserved it the whole time. And the bottom line is, there's a lot of black athletes on there that I'm happy gonna get that. Give me that fucking money right now. But the bottom line is, Kavanaugh still has no credibility. I don't give a fuck. He did this, and it wasn't like, I think it wasn't out of goodness of his heart. He probably got some kind of kickback or something going on. He's a dirtbag piece of shit, and anybody that thinks that he's not a dirtbag piece of shit should have. But
he's not the story. He's not the story. I was just surprised.
I know, but
just surprised that he made sense. So
I know,
so this decision upholds a district court judge's decision that the NCAA was violating antitrust law by placing limits on the education related benefits that schools can provide to athletes. In other words, like basically scholarship stuff, right?
Right.
The decision, though, does allow schools to provide their athletes with unlimited compensation as long as it is some way connected to their education. So get a 3.0, get 3 Gs. You know what I mean? In the bank right now, something like that. And I'm just making up numbers right there as an example of what that statement means. But it's the idea that these kids can now start getting compensated for performing well in the class. I'm not sure about on the field yet, but this will make a difference in a lot of their lives.
It'll make a difference in their lives, but I just feel like we always give people props for doing shit that they should have did. And I know we're supposed to make sure that we, big up good things, just like Juneteenth to me. It's like the same shit. Of course they should have been giving these fucking kids money because they've been making gazillions and gazillions of dollars off of these athletes that are in college, not only with football, but basketball. The jerseys are making tons and tons of money, and these kids still got to figure out a way. And if they take any kind of money whatsoever, a lot of them would have been kicked off the fucking team. So I give you no props for doing the right thing, Kavanaugh. You're supposed to do that, you bitch ass motherfucker. And
why you keep going to Kavanaugh? I'm sorry I brought him up.
I know you brought him up. And when Pedro see you in the street, he gonna smack the shit out of you.
Hey, so Nicole H brings up a great point. They need to be compensated. They're essentially doing two jobs: student athlete. In college, I was one myself. I played football for 2 years, walk on, not a scholarship. Well, my school, my league doesn't give athletic scholarships at all, right? It was all need based anyway. So, it wasn't like the cream of the crop of athletics, but we could all ball in our own right. But I'm just saying all of that to say, as somebody who did perform as an athlete in the football program under the NCAA, I understand the pure time commitment that was required to be a member of that team, right? Like, it was up at 6 a.m. running, lifting, boom, middle of the day, running, lifting, all the way up till dinner. Then boom, you got 100 pages to read, 500 pages to read or some shit. You know what I mean? And then you got to be back up at 6 a.m. again. And that was the off season, my dude. That was the off season, homie. Where you at? I know about that off season, dog. That's where championships are won.
But see, sometimes you got to tell a nigga what you do, and when you do it, you got to show them how you do what you do.
So niggas know that you do when you do and shit on niggas because you do.
Yeah. So fuck. A lot of these people that are in a position of power. Okay, whatever. I see a tight temper tape. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Whoever said that, Queen B, I'll fight you too. I fight all you motherfuckers in the feed. No, I'm kidding. I fight all you niggas.
Queen B's
I'm saying it's just it's like when they give the student athletes a little bit of a break, and we all go, yeah, right on, brother. And I just go, yo, yeah, you should have been doing that. You know that. The commitment that they have to do to not only keep their grades up, but also just the physical taxing fucking just mental and physical commitment is bananas. It is just as hard as a professional athlete, and they're bringing in millions and millions of dollars to these. So the NCAA, you corrupt cunts. It's just, that's it. That C in your A is cunts. It's not college, it's cunts. I hate y'all.
National cunts of athletics in America.
Exactly. I hate y'all all. And if Pedro see you in the streets, smack up, nigga.
Hands,
my dude.
Hands.
Pause,
hands.
nigga. Pause. Boom.
Yeah, it's hard being a student athlete. By the way, my senior year in high school, I did win student athlete of the year for my school. So you're welcome.
Make sure oh yeah,
I know what the balance is
there.
about. So kudos to all my current student athletes out there, and may this ruling truly begin to compensate you in a way that helps you out. If you're out there struggling. And not every student athlete is struggling. Some of them come from rich and wealthy families and don't go. But, we know a lot of, especially like football teams, which are large and have predominantly, black kids on them. A lot of those kids are coming from underserved, impoverished areas, right, and are still struggling to eat while making billions for the NCAA. So we're going to move on. Got to speed through it, y'all. But we'll keep our eye on this. And again, they are still fighting for NIL, name, imaging, licensing, revenue as well. So we'll keep our eye out for that. Savage AF, Black Pedro, Shang, Monday through Friday, YouTube, Facebook Live.
And you know what? Thank you guys for being here. And again, we're happy you're here because I didn't want to have to go to your house.
I'm so happy
and to smack the shit out of your kids. Smack
and he'll do it. I mean, like I'm not gonna say I've seen him do it because then I don't want to incriminate myself.
Yeah, that was a little incrimination there, man.
I plead the fizz on that one. But so speaking of keeping the show moving, we got to keep work going. The governor of Indiana is cutting off, this extended benefits for unemployment that many of us not just enjoyed, but actually needed and used, when governors shut down places, when California, Los Angeles shut down. Well, how you going to hustle? How you going to make money? You know what I mean? Right. All three revenue streams, like acting stopped for a while. Stand-up comedy stopped.
Stand-up comedy, live concert, musicians, everybody took a hit. Yeah, and restaurants closed. So the bottom line is a lot of people were stuck in a lurch. And I don't usually use that sentence, but I did today. Boom, it happens. Yeah. But no, I just feel like obviously he's full of shit. Everybody full of shit with me today, but it's just, come on, man. Come on, bro. We should have a thing that just, in fact, I'm gonna make one that just says, come on, bro. Really? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So in this article I'm getting from USA Today, talks about this woman, Shannon Singer-Man. White lady, in case you're wondering, right? So this ain't a Negro story. although we can all relate. But she was working at a restaurant, hasn't worked ever since. But because her governor, Eric Holcomb in Indiana, is cutting their program, the extended benefits program 3 months early in her state. She's already exhausted her state unemployment cash. And so now she's in a situation where she has a younger son with pre-existing condition. She, doesn't want to take the risk of going out and bringing something back that could potentially kill this child. So, she's not ready to go back to work yet. But that's, that's it. She was living off of $300 a week from the federal program because her state joint had run out anyway. So that ain't shit to live off of. And then, and now even in Indiana, and take it from Michigan.
Okay. So the bottom line is, I guess he's
cracking that whip.
Indiana is cracking that whip.
Back to work.
Yeah.
Break's over.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and these people are feeling like, save me, please help me. Just throw me a bone. That's what they're doing. And they're basically, they're just like, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. And that's what's going on right now. They are treating those kids like, the people like, no, there's nothing that happened. Nothing to see here. It's bullshit. Yeah, chattel.
Queen Bee brings it up. They have the Delta virus now. So that's sort of the point, is that this pandemic isn't over. Like, I'm vaccinated, Shane, you're vaccinated. A lot of us are, some don't want to be, whatever the debate is. But the reality is all of this is still going on. Like, cases are rising. Hospitalizations are rising in areas with lower vaccination rates. So this woman's concerns, and I don't know the numbers, but I'm not fully confident that Indiana is one of the higher vaccinated states. I just a guess, but this woman's concerns are legitimate about not being ready to go back. And if this money is there, especially provided by the federal government, well, I know I'm about to answer my question. Why not, let these people get it until it actually runs out, is because crack that whip, get these niggas back to work, because we don't have time for this poverty bullshit, or you're fucking sitting on your fat ass and just collecting checks. Okay, go get it. And again, this is a white woman we're talking about in this specific example. So,
but Pedro, what I'm saying is, I understand that the general consensus from the right wing, and a lot of these people that are talking that dumb shit are right wing, and it affects their dumb ass because they always vote against their own interests because they're fucking stupid. And you dumb bitches, I hope you get punched in the stomach hard, but really, really hard. Hard. I'm just saying the bottom line is a lot of the people that are the right wing is saying, well, they're just living off of the fat of the land, and they just don't want to do no work. And a lot of these people, actually, I know in my case, I made more money when I was working than when I wasn't working. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And if you do have kids, if you do have 2 kids, it is a substantial amount of money that is you're taking a hit. And this was just helping them get through. So fuck you and fuck you. In fact, every one of you people that are thinking the way this governor is thinking and the fucking Indiana's thinking, I need you to look under your seat. And if you look under your seat, you know what I got for you? A fuck you, a fuck you, and a fuck you. And by the way,
fuck you, everybody.
Everybody, fuck you. So, I mean, it's just a dumb thought process, and it's starting to get on my nerves. And again, I'm letting you know, I'm not saying that I'm gonna do something, but we already know Pedro's the enforcer. If y'all don't fucking listen to what I'm saying, next time Pedro see you in the street, he already saved a woman. He's already a fucking hero.
I didn't do that. She got her ass whooped.
I know she did.
She got beat the fuck
no matter what you did.
I might have made it worse. You got these niggas on me.
Well, you kind of did. Yeah, you kind of did.
That wasn't what I was trying to do, but whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of your fault.
Well, I didn't put them together. I wasn't like, girl, you got to beat this dude.
Hey, Sluggo.
This nigga hand game is crazy.
Yeah, Diane meets Sluggo.
Yeah,
Sluggo.
Clubber Lang meet Diane.
You gonna give me my shot? I mean, it's just stupid.
You ain't pretty, I'm pretty.
The stupid thing about the reason I am going so hard to paint with these people is just it's obvious that these people were dealing with horrible situations. It was a fucking pandemic. It wasn't some normal shit. It wasn't they were just being lazy and like didn't want to go to work. It was a fucking worldwide pandemic. Did you see the pictures of India, you cunts? And plus, right now with the Delta strain, which is actually more deadly. It's more contagious and more deadly for people that aren't vaccinated. And there is a huge portion, 40% of Republicans that aren't taking the vaccine out of obstinance. It's not out of medical science or logic or rationale. It's obstinance against tribalism against, well, I don't want to be down with them because they're doing it. And if it helps Biden, I don't want it to fucking go through. And even Biden, I saw a video of Biden. He said, look here, I'll fuck you up. I'll punch you right in. I'll punch you right in your baby maker. I don't give a shit.
You motherfucker. All right, man. So, sorry, Indianans, if your governor is one of those governors, and this isn't the only one. There's been that conversation, like you said, the right wing has been on this. Get off your welfare asses and get back to work. I just want to. Even the ones who could benefit from it are like, I just want to work and I want to be free. And I want to go out to my job and earn and feel like a man. And I'm like, you can't feel like a man just collecting a check and getting your dick sucked by your wife. Well, while you take some time off.
You take some time
pick
off.
Pick up a hobby or some shit.
When you were working.
Build that stool you've been wanting to build.
These are the same people that want to keep coal around. Not understand,
because it tastes good.
You're right, because they want to go down in the mines and coal miners. By the way, there's a show where they show the deadliest jobs. Like no, I'm serious. There's a show where it shows this is one of the deadliest 10 top deadliest jobs, and guess what coal mining is? Oops, it's number 2. It's number 2.
Yeah, man.
You know what number 1 is? Crossing a black woman. Woo!
Hey, who got him? Bazinga!
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You cross a black woman, that's the most deadly thing. You think the deadly catch is bad. That shit. Try that shit with LaQuisha.
All right, so speaking of deadly, let's move on to fried chicken, guys. Your boy Wingstop, right? You know, when I was heavy on my meats, man, I love a good Wingstop. I'm a lemon pepper too. Where you get a dancing drumstick from, dog? Like,
hey man,
a drumette.
A drumette.
All right, so we've reached the point where we are in what are called thigh times now. Okay. The price of chicken wings have soared during this pandemic. And these are one of the inflation things we were talking about. This is part of like, not necessarily part of the hacking thing I was talking about, but just like how, these certain things can have chain effects in our everyday lives, right? So whereas chicken used to be like 98 cents a pound, it's now up to like $3.22 a pound on the national average, right? So more than triple.
You know what else is up there? Fish.
Yeah, no, it all makes sense, man. I haven't seen salted cod, bacalao in a year and a half in a grocery store. Like you can't find it.
You can't find it if you try to
want to make Trini Bourgeois. You can't do it yet. We got to use pollock now just to try. Which,
by the way, not as good.
Yeah, it's not the same experience. But that being said, Wingstop running out of wings shouldn't getting too expensive. They're switching to the thigh game now. And they literally have a virtual portal now called Thigh Stop. This isn't an endorsement to get you to go buy thighs.
Yeah,
now.
I'm not saying even eat it there at all.
But I want us to look at this as a very simple example of how inflation crises can create a crunch on this supposedly cheap snack that you get during games or at late night. You come home drunk, right? Comfort food, right? Yay, makes me feel good. Well, not at $3.22 a pound for a little drumette. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not for this. I ain't paying this. I'm not paying this
for this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But right now, I'm telling. I know they're probably white people like, well, what are black people gonna do? I mean, if you ain't got chicken, we gonna buy as much as we can now, baby. Get it?
Well, and that's another thing. I'm not complaining about chicken prices. I'm not, mostly plant-based at this time, so I don't eat a lot of meat anymore.
Stop it, fancy pants.
No, I'm just saying, and my point isn't like, what we gonna do without our chicken, Shane?
Yeah, I could give zero fucks. But you know what?
I just mean that like it's funny to me and exemplary of what inflation can do and what a crisis like the pandemic has done, so that Wingstop is now about to become Thigh Stop. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't afford to keep selling wings at those prices, and we ain't gonna come and buy no goddamn $30 5-piece. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that don't make no fucking sense.
You'll get one and you'll be in the back alley just
I'll kill you, man. The fuck away from my chicken, man.
I mean, right now, that's what it is. You got to look at it from that standpoint. The bottom line is it's not just a fact. The reason I brought up fish is because there's certain, if you Pedro knows. What's one of my favorite? You already, I think you do know.
Wait, what? When your favorite?
One of my favorite fish.
You like salmon?
Salmon is it? Salmon is the top of the top. Unless you're going to get some kind of stews or you get some kind of other, but salmon wise,
fish.
Jerk is always good. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to go up in other. You're going to see it in other aspects of it, and there's going to be other companies changing their names too, where you think you're going to go where you Salad Express. That's not going to be Salad Express. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be called Crouton. That's it. So all of these places are gonna change their names, and Wingstop is no different. Fish from natural lakes. Ronald, let me tell you something though, bruh. I'm just telling you what I like.
He said from natural lakes though, you can
natural. No. You know what else?
Get it wild caught. Wild caught. That's what you want.
But right now, they're having problems with the chicken.
Ding, ding. I guess you could say they're winging it, Shang. Making up shit as they go along. Wingstop. No, that's your pun of the day. Call me Pundro.
That's okay. That's okay. But no, you know what? I think that you guys get ready. It starts with Wingstop. It's going to end up with a lot of other shit. You're going to see.
It's gonna turn into Fry King instead of Burger
Yeah,
King.
exactly. Because you ain't gonna be able to get none of that. But I eat the Impossible Burger, which is more money anyway.
Now watch out for that. I haven't done all my research, but somebody who is a world-renowned food critic told me that Impossible has some pesticide issues, and that if you're gonna do that, go with Beyond instead of the Impossible. So
what?
There are other chains that have the Beyond Burger. But
Fuck, Pedro.
I know. I try to avoid the Impossible.
Can't have nothing,
bro. They're gonna fuck it up somehow, some way.
You know what? It's a good burger. But you know what? There's a place that's up in where we live at called The Grove, and this is a vegetarian restaurant, like right next to Chipotle, and people go, I don't know which one I want to go to. But like a burger, I don't know, $19.
Yeah, man. Get in
but
there,
a veggie burger.
Ooh, Lord.
So you charge. No, don't get me wrong. It's fire. But I think it's expensive. And you're going to see that with Wingstop, which is going to be Thigh Stop. And soon it's going to be like, nigga, just don't even stop by.
Just stop stopping.
Yes, it's going to be stop. Because when they tell me it's $38 for a thing full of wings, I'm just like, nigga, stop.
A thing of wings?
Yeah, a thing of wings, just stop. So I was going to say, we as we move on, I wanted to make sure that I'm going to start doing this more because I looked at the format of some other shows and we need to do it too. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, on the podcast version of the show. And also make sure you check us out and tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. And okay, that's all I want to know, and we'll move on to the next thing. And by the way, all trolls must die. The
next Pixar movie.
I'm not gonna specify anybody in the feed, but if you're trolling, I hope that you get face raped by a nigga named Mosefus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That don't sound right. And neither will this next story, guys, as we move on.
There you go.
Do it a little something.
Pedro is the segue fucking king. Go for it, bro.
Come on, man. We're going to do it like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin', man. So, earlier we talked about going back to work. Things like that. I part-time at a restaurant, Beverly Hills. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've been back to work. So any work arguments about, Pedro just don't want to go back. No, I've gone back to work, but I always empathize with those who aren't able to or don't feel comfortable yet. Because I admittedly took risks in doing it. You know what I mean? I came out clean on the other side. You know,
luckily.
All the pregnancy tests that have ever been, I came out clean.
Wow. Okay. I thought you were talking about something else.
Well, no. I am. So speaking of my restaurant, man, I just saw something that, it actually hurt my heart to be around this and in this situation the other night. But we had a guest in our restaurant. And when I say a guest, I mean this nigga right here. His name is Rich the Kid. He's a rapper.
Is he rapper?
He's a rapper.
He raps.
An MC, a master of ceremonies.
I like to call him niggified.
Nothing about that picture says that, but until you meet the young man. So listen, he had been in the restaurant for a couple hours. Inside, everything was fine. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing to report about. I didn't even know who he was or anything like that, whatever. So apparently on his way out, walking down the street, still through our restaurant, because we still have these extended patios that are in the street. And, we have the patio from the restaurant next door to us that closed. So we're like halfway down our fucking block with tables, right? As well as now being back to full capacity inside. I had just gotten a table, larger party of 6 or so. Some kind of rapish baller motherfuckers. I don't know, but they were like Armenian or Persian or something like that, like not a black group, right? But long story short, man, this nigga right here, and when I'm talking about keeping it real,
wow, did
real
you just say that? Yeah.
On his way out, Rich the Kid apparently thought somebody at that table like whistled at his girl or whatever. So he like if y'all watch motherfucking Black Lady Sketch Show, he like blippity blipped on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? He like, what's up, blippity nigga? Like like he just all got all up on their table, like ran up on their table and shit, right? So luckily our security got involved pretty quickly, but I mean, this nigga turned up really, really quick. And it went to this, I'm about to go to the Lambo. And I'm like, where I'm from, I know what that means. If y'all are where y'all from, you know what this means, right? This nigga pulls up in the Lambo and he's in the street now. He's in the middle of fucking Cannon Drive, Beverly Hills, in the street, yelling out, what's up, pussy? What's up, pussy? No, nigga, I thought you said something. What's up, pussy? Like all this dumb shit. And like, he literally jumped up on top of the barrier from like our street tables to the street, like this big old barrier that got built. He's like up on top of this, standing above like this white family. And when I say this might be the whitest family I've ever served at this restaurant. The dad had on a golf shirt. The mom had on a tennis skirt. Dog, the littlest boy, he went straight old school on him. Like from the movie, this motherfucker was curled up in his chair, earmuffed. He just earmuffed himself. Like the dude is standing over him yelling, pussy, pussy, pussy. Me and one of my managers are holding this dude back at some point. And I'm just looking at him like, brother, look where you are right now. Look what you're doing right now. He said, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, and cops show up, he dips. And nothing really happened after that. But it was like, honestly, and I don't like to ever be in a place where it's like, you feel like one black person fucking represents me or but it was hard in the middle of Beverly Hills right there, right? To have this one dude acting like this, and it's like just in front of everybody, bro. And it's like, man, like, listen, there are times in our lives where we have to fight for who we are and stand up for who we are. Nobody at that table whistled at his girl. And this girl, by the way, she was bad. And when I say bad, she was trying to fight these niggas too. Like she was trying to fight dudes. I'm like, get this bitch out of here too. Like this old hood rat monkey hoe, get her the fuck out of here too. But like, it was all some great, fantastic bullshit and a horrible display of the culture, quote unquote, of hip hop, of blackness, of manhood.
Let me ask you
this. Shit I've ever seen.
Did you feel embarrassed? Were you embarrassed?
Not from me personally,
but
like,
no,
you know what I mean? But like, but
it's
just like, it's almost like embarrassed for him. Like, bro, you look so ignorant right now. You're embarrassed for him. All that writing you just did, like all this nigga, blah, blah, like you're in the most docile place in Los Angeles. You're in the literally in 90210, like in probably the richest zip code in America, and
you're not getting
you banging like this, like you so hard, like come on, bro. And I get he's from the hood. I know I ain't saying he's not street, but I'm saying like, do you need your street on every motherfucking street? Because this street ain't even that street. So calm the fuck down. A nigga whistle at your girl and your girl don't respond. Keep fucking walking too, my dude. Because what you really gonna do? Like, what was the point of that? Like, what was that? You didn't do anything. You didn't actually do any of the things you said you was going to do. You didn't pop off on nobody. You didn't hit nobody or kill. You just made a bunch of fucking noise, made yourself, and in other people's mind, I'm sure a lot of other black people look fucking ignorant. And it's like, there was no call for that. I'm all about riding for your causes, but there was no cause for that.
Well,
man.
If as soon as you see Rich the Kid, you go, I'm sorry. I see idiot.
I don't know one song by him. By the way, I can't. So I don't. I ain't on him about that. I'm just like,
he's a fucking idiot.
It was sad. It was sad to see.
He's a horrible example of music. Let's go there. And then he was a horrible example of the fact that he did what he did there.
Again.
Right? You know none of his songs, and you shouldn't, and don't ever explore them. He's garbage. But for some reason, we now like to eat garbage because people have been eating garbage for a while. and now they're eating garbage. That is what hip hop is. There's only a select few. And the fact that you said you weren't embarrassed for yourself, but you do feel like, oh, these white people, this is a clarification for them. Like, see, Clara, I told you, look at the nigger dancing on the wall. Look at the nigger dancing on the wall.
Bro, he was yelling pussy over this table while I'm delivering dessert for a little like 10-year-old girl for her birthday with a candle and everything, my dude.
So listen,
it was like I can step back now and laugh. It was fun. It's fucking hilarious. But to kind of look at that family just being like, what the fuck is going on? They were in between the two parties, basically. But also it's just extremely, extremely sad to watch, brothers act like that when you're not in the hood, man, and you're not around that shit. Like, you don't have to be like that. Like,
yeah,
I get it.
You know what I call it? These is niggas that throw hard punches at Nerf conventions. You're at a Nerf convention. Why are you trying to act hard? You're at a Nerf convention. Stop it. Just enjoy the Nerfness. Fuck them all. But here on Savage AF, we get our opinion out. And I need Sergeant at Arms, because I'm not going to say nothing else to this motherfucker. I cannot help it. Yeah, please check this nigga, because I just don't understand his fucking. You know what? He's Rich the Kid. You're Rich the Kid, idiot. You're Rich the Kid. You're the person that embarrasses us all. Okay? You're the one that embarrasses yourself.
Take that.
Yeah. So but aside from that,
I'm gonna pass the mic to you, Shang, so we can wrap this up.
Aside from that, mine is a little bit about what is going on with this Republican Party. Wasn't me.
Hey,
it wasn't me. Okay, the right is continuing the big lie. They keep fucking rolling with the same big lie, because they are still following the fucker Carlson, saying that the insurrection was not an insurrection. It was basically a walk in the park. The only reason they went to the gift shop was to buy something for Nancy Pelosi. They weren't there to rape and kill her and put her head on a stick. They're trying to say that the insurrection wasn't real. They're trying to say that it didn't exist, even though we got video footage, we got photographs, video footage, we got cops actually saying this is what happened. We got Mike Pence getting booed at a fucking right-wing religious. God damn it, they still see him as a traitor because he certified the fucking election. Do you understand? We got people that are dressed up like fucking Vikings and they think they're in the movie 300. But if anything, he was the nigga that got kicked into the hole. This is
Sparta.
Sparta. These people are idiots, and the reason they're idiots and they're following an idiot. If you look at the image on here where they got gas mask on and Make America Great Again, they were following the number one idiot in charge. And you know who condones all this shit? The turtle himself. He is also down for it too. Fuck them all. The end of the day, this whole it wasn't me, that didn't happen. They didn't want to actually vote. I don't know if you noticed or not. And for all you right-wing cunts, and you are cunts, and I like saying cunt now. I've been watching a lot of British gangster films. Is you motherfuckers are the ones that are trying to say that you're pro-police, but at the same time, you are the motherfuckers that were killing and maiming police. So January 6th happened. We got to keep talking about it. We got to keep, all of us, myself, Pedro, all the people in the feed except for one motherfucker who I wish that you was at the insurrection and your ass would have got stabbed with a Trump flag. Aside from you, we got to keep getting the truth out there about it, because if we don't, the lie, the big lie will become the truth to a lot of people, because they said if you tell a lie long enough, to some people it becomes the truth. That's it. Yeah. That's all for mine. And these motherfuckers are responsible for the shit that's happening. And actually, QAnon said they're about to do some more violent shit. So Pedro was absolutely 100% on point pertaining to we need to arm ourselves. We need to be ready for this, because these motherfuckers are not playing
They're not over.
around.
They're not done.
They're not done.
And what's interesting when you brought up Tucker Carlson, just as we wrap, man, is like he's basically spinning the Russian spy narrative. You know what I mean? Like Russians are infusing this shit. That's what the whole Facebook, voter, election tampering thing is about. Like Russians have been infusing these narratives into, our social media streams. Right. And people are soaking this up, and then Carlson Tucker, or Tucker fucker cock knucker sucker, he begins to respew this Russian narrative. So he's now a Russian agent,
right?
And then
Fox News,
and then once it's on Fox News, then our Republican legislators begin to spew Russian narratives.
Fox News has always been a puppet for the right wing, and the right wing has always been a puppet for the fucking bullshit diatribe that Russia has been putting in our fucking soup. And then you wonder what's floating in your soup. That's what's floating in your soup. So it's just know that it's Russian bullshit. So everybody in the feed, make sure that you continue to have on social media forums and everything the truth about the insurrection. The photos are there. The videos are there. There's no way you cannot see that this was something that happened. And honestly, if I go back to race, and I am going back to race, which it insults me for them to say it was BLM that did this. It wasn't BLM. It is insulting even to Antifa to say Antifa was responsible. It was white, right-wing, pussy-ass motherfuckers that are afraid of the demographic changing and the fact that we are actually asking for equality. So until you can get with that, you bitch asses, because you can't handle fucking have an equal fucking playing field, suck a giant dead hobo's dick.
So, I would never want to see a giant hobo.
I'm talking about a giant dead hobo's dick.
Yanni Kisa, I'm gonna give you the last word today. He said now they're talking about the FBI did January 6th. Right. So that's how crazy this shit is. That's how nuts it is out there. Speaking of crazy shit, we'll be right back here tomorrow with some more crazy shit. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Tuesday for you. We're gonna turn up, y'all. Black Pedro, comedian saying. Savage AF.
We will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. And tell your friends to check us out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to let you know about some more stuff we got coming up. Live show, Savage AF, coming in August. We'll let you know the deal.
You know what it is, y'all.
Later.
Peace.